On August 6th, the Prime Minister had inaugurated the Kartavya Bhavan at Kartavya Path in New Delhi. As the Prime Minister spoke, he highlighted the significance of the word Kartavya for every Indian.
ये कर्तव्य भवन ये केवल कुछ नए भवन और सामान्य इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है। अमृत काल में इन्हीं भवनों में विकसित भारत की नीतियां बनेगी, विकसित भारत के लिए महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय होंगे। आने वाले दशकों में यहीं से राष्ट्र की दिशा तय होगी।
Designed for efficiency, the Kartavya Bhavan boasts cutting-edge amenities, advanced security and collaborative spaces to speed up file movement, cut red tape and enable a faster policy decision. Listen in on what Dr. P.S.N. Rao, Dean of School of Planning and Architecture, had to say about the state-of-the-art establishment.
The buildings for the central ministries of the Government of India were mostly built between the mid-50s to the mid-60s. So you have the Shastri Bhavan, Nirman Bhavan and so on. There are quite a few of these ministries on either side of the Rajpath. And these buildings have housed the ministries of the Government of India for a very long time. And these buildings, which were built almost 70 years ago, these have by and large outlived their usefulness. They were built at a different time and age. Today technology has advanced a lot, workspace ambience has changed a lot. So that was the idea with which the new Kartavya Bhavan buildings have been envisaged. These are about 4 buildings on either side of the Rajpath, and these buildings are state of the art buildings where you have all the technological gadgetry incorporated into the buildings. So the buildings provide a very good, conducive, comfortable work environment for all the employees.
Further elaborating on how the new offices will be more collaborative and stress-free, he stated,
locating all the ministries close to each other in these buildings on either side of the Rajpath also gives the advantage of interoperability, because none of these ministries is working totally independent. There are interrelationships and interactions between the ministries. So if all the ministries are at close quarters, then it would be very convenient for one to go across physically. Of course, in the digital age you may not really want to go across physically, but even so, at times when you have to have a physical meeting, it is very comfortable, and therefore the interoperability of the ministries, if they have to have interactions, it is very, very convenient. The Prime Minister's office, the President's office, the Cabinet Secretariat, all these are located at close quarters.
Speaking about the previously crippling situation of the government's offices, Dr. Rao hailed the Central Vista project.
These things have all come in as retrofits over a period of time. For example, the toilets have been modernized, or for example, a few digital gadgets have been brought in and plugged in. So these buildings are full of wires hanging around all over the place, and then things have all been added over a period of time, but not in an integrated manner. So all of a sudden, if there is a power failure, what happens? Or if there is a major fire accident, what happens? So these are questions which are all addressed in these new Kartavya Bhavans that have been built, and some have already been built and some are yet to be built. The first has already been inaugurated very recently by our Honorable Prime Minister of India. So I think probably by the end of next year, the remaining buildings would also be complete, and then all the ministries would gradually start moving in. Some have moved in and others will also move in.
The Prime Minister's office is also set to relocate to the nearby Executive Enclave, signalling a break from the colonial-era North and South Block. The transformation goes beyond the bricks and mortar, repurposing the North and South blocks into the Yuge Yuge Bharat Sangrahalaya, a public museum is a symbolic rejection of colonial hierarchies. Prime Minister Modi has called for the PMO to become an institution of service and people's PMO, urging a bureaucracy that prioritizes citizens over process. Speaking to Republic, Jayant Krishna, former Secretary Urban Development, highlighted why it's essential to have a new building for a Viksit Bharat.
It will be good for the government's image, and the government employees also may be getting a better mindset to perform their duties better. So there are many good things about this approach of constructing a new secretariat with modern infrastructure, modern buildings and so on. And there are many learning lessons also with this. There is a history also of government buildings, official and residential both, of how they are to be redeveloped or developed, and there are learning lessons also.
He further elucidated on the importance of public-private partnership for such redevelopment projects.
But I think this model of redevelopment as a concept and the public-private partnership, in terms of generation of resources, has to be taken forward. Taken forward means it has to be taken forward to the state headquarters, district levels, and even municipality and panchayat levels. You see, government offices have to have a decent look, and because they represent the might of the people, might of the government, stature and mindset of the people. So if the buildings are dilapidated, you don't feel proud. If government offices, if your panchayat building is looking ramshackle or very shabby, you don't feel proud of your panchayat or your village. Similarly, municipality also. If city municipal building is not a very decent building and it is kind of cracked or it has developed, it's looking like it deserves to be demolished, you don't feel proud of your city. So therefore, I think this Kartavya Bhavan concept has to be taken forward to the village level also, to the city level, of course to the district and state level.
He explained further on how the Kartavya Bhavan and the Central Vista project hold symbolic value and must trigger change of infrastructure on state and panchayat levels.
So I think the cities will get a new look, new identity. The citizen will get a great enthusiastic evening and day to spend if they get a new and they will get proud, they will get pride in their own city if they get a functionally efficient and architecturally decent municipal office. And similarly for the panchayat also, there should be nice panchayat bhavan and also supported by a nice public office, public hall like town hall like that, a village hall, and a ground also where people can gather, like you can have the Gram Sabha or something. It is a challenge now. You don't get proper places in the city to have a gathering of the people. So, and as I said that this can be they can pay for itself also.
The Modi government has not just made changes in the addresses of India's power corridors, but with Mission Karmyogi and a 360-degree appraisal system, reforms have been brought to make bureaucracy accountable and transparent. As more ministries move into Kartavya Bhavan on the Kartavya Path and India rejoices the redevelopment project, the nation looks forward to reforms in the bureaucracy under Modi 3.0.